left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope or shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign that said welcome home, but home ain't where the heart has gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie, or die in towns where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say a name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. Now I live from camp to post, and let the silence be my host. No one asks and I don't tell why I flinch at certain smells. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards, just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk, then pour the rye, and maybe I'll recall July. But once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I become the miles I stray. Each town I pass, I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear, not since she looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more.
Out past where the oak trees mark the edges of the sky, I found a cabin quiet under big Montana blue. And there we carved our names deep in the old porch wood. Wrapped in a scarf you left shades of faded rue. Oh, the canyon left behind, where our echoes fill the air. Whispers haunt the gravel roads of the love that we once shared. As the sunset bleeds a sorrow into twilight's lonely cry, I'm holding on to a ghost of a scarf under a tear-streaked sky. Years rode away with the dust kicked up by time. Your laughter now just whispers on the wind through swaying pines. That old porch fell silent without your footsteps near, and the trails we walked together slowly disappeared. Oh, the canyon left behind, where our echoes fill the air. Whispers haunt the gravel roads of the love that we once shared. As the sunset bleeds its sorrow into twilight's lonely cry, I'm holding on to a ghost of a scarf under a tear-streaked sky. In the stillness of the canyon, where the stars dare not to tread, every stone and shadow knows the tears I've shed. Riding these empty trails, heart heavy like the rain, that old scarred memory is all that remains. Oh, the canyon left behind, my silent reverie. In the heartbreak of the twilight, it's you I still see. But the dust will settle where our faded dreams once lay, in the canyon left behind as I ride away. In the canyon left behind as I ride away.
In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's ember, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence, all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the
places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I searched the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin, on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I'd tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill.
Out by the whispering creek where the oak trees weep, my boots stirred the dust, your scarf caught the breeze. We carved our names under that old porch light. Now I'm talking to shadows in the falling night. The creek sings low, a sorrowful sound, in the place where my heart first got bound. Oh, the creek haunts with its lonely call, where our echoes lie neath the twilight shawl. Every stone and turn, a memory's breath, and the quiet sobs of the stream. I feel your depth, the sunset bleed, it knows my cause. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. Years rolled like the wheels down a gravel road. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Your laughter's a ghost in the rustling leaves, and I'm a shadow man with a heart that grieves. The trails we walk now overgrown, in the creek haunts I wander alone. Oh, the creek haunts with its mournful sigh, where dreams drift like clouds in a stormy sky. Each whisper in the wind, your name it calls, amongst the crumbling pines and the weeping falls. The dust settles deep where our love was tossed. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. And oh, my sweet, does the wind carry cries to the stars above from my tear-dimmed eyes? For each night I lay by these haunted streams, you visit me softly in the thorns of my dreams. Yes, the creek haunts with its lonesome moan, a cradle of echoes where I've grown old. The shadows stretch as the day departs, in the creek haunts amidst broken hearts, a silhouette against the fading gloss. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. So I'll saddle my sorrows, ride the dusty dawn, by the creek that haunts where you're forever gone. And maybe these trails under skies vast and blue will one day heal the scars of losing you.
But until then, in the dust I'll trust at the creek haunts where I loved and lost. Under the shade of an old oak tree where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stays, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver, the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads banish to your memory, my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray 'neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air. In the whisper of the dawn, 'neath the old oak shadow long, I found her scarf, a piece of crimson tied to days now gone. The chill bit hard, the sky slate of unforgiving gray, by that empty cabin door where our love once lay. Oh, the cold morning left behind, with the warmth of her hand in mine. Now it's just the dusty trails and the echo of the pines. Sunset's fire burns, but not like her touch I yearn. In the silence of this wild land, to her memory I return. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds across these quiet plains, gravel roads and horses' hooves, the only remains. Where laughter filled the rafters, now just whispers to the ghost on the porch where we once danced.
my heart feels her close. Oh, the cold morning left behind, with the warmth of her hand in mine. Now it's just the dusty trails and the echo of the pines. Sunset's fire burns, but not like her touch I yearn. In the silence of this wild land, to her memory I return. Beneath the endless stars, I unload my saddlebag. Each item a chapter of love, every thread a rag. The wind carries stories of a fireside bright and warm, but now I face the chilly dusk alone amidst the storm. Oh, the cold morning left behind, where I've searched but cannot find, except for the rustling leaves speaking soft and kind. If love is a fading trail, let my weary heart prevail in the dusk of these old tales, where her whispers sail. In the shadows of the past, with the sunset's last gleam, I ride this path alone, with her memory as my dream. In the shadow of the old oak's bough, where we once carved our name so proud, the wind's a whisper soft and low, through the leaves it seems to crow. The dust it danced, our boots it wore, by the cabin door love's lore. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow? The saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, just like the paths where we once tracked. That dusty scarf you left behind is the only piece you didn't unwind. The prairies are wide, the town's gone quiet, your absence a storm my soul can't fight. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow? The rain on the old porch seems to cry, lonely teardrop from a slate gray sky. Each drop a memory, each stain a day, fading trails where we once lay. And now the dust turned cold, and I'm growing old, riding trails of regret and solace untold. Where did you go, my heart's echo, wandering alone in the
fade down gravel roads, long sold in the winds that carry the dust turn cold. In the shade of an old oak tree where the wildflowers used to grow, I found a scrap of her faded scarf caught on the rough and knowing bark. Under skies too vast, too blue, I hear her laughter in the breeze, haunting the empty cabins, whispering through the sycamore leaves. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we walk beneath the twilight. Now I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies, but her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. This old porch we used to know, it's wood now gray and worn like me, echoes with the songs we sang, now just ghosts in the evening air. Time has swept her touch away like rain clears the dusty plains, and I'm left with these empty hands grasping memories that remain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we walk beneath the twilight. Now I wander here alone. Every sunset paints her memory across the vast unending skies, but her laughter's just a shadow in the silence of my cries. I dreamt I rode through storms of sand to find where our old lies, but woke upon the gravel roads with nothing but the starlit skies. And though this heart keeps looking back, her path is one I can't retrace. All that's left is the echo of her joy and the bitter sleeve refrain. Her laugh lingers in the prairie wind, dances on the dusty trails where we once found forever in the glance of a setting sun. Now the darkness folds around me like the closing of a door, and her laughter, once my compass, leaves me yearning evermore. Her laugh lingers, her laugh lingers as I ride these lands alone. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers secrets in a dance, you and I carved our names for eternity in that wild field where we took our last stance. With a scarf you left, all tattered and red, tied to the branch where our love stories bled. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, echoes of hoofbeats, a lonesome wail. Sunset burns just to fade away, like your voice in the winds of yesterday. Oh, this heart rides alone tonight, under stars that don't shine as bright. Now the old porch creaks with no one to know. The tales of the laughter are sweet undertow. An empty cabin keeps the cold at its heart. Gravel roads lost to the wilderness wrath, where the river used to sing you to sleep. Lies the silence, so heavy, so deep. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, echoes of hoofbeats, a lonesome wail. Sunset burns just to fade away, like your voice in the winds of yesterday. Oh, this heart rides alone tonight, under stars that don't shine as bright. In the rustle of leaves I still hear your laugh, but time's a thief in a photograph. Fading trails, how they twist and they weave. Your absence is the ghost I can't leave. Saddle cries on that dusty trail, a cowboy's heart told a lonesome tale. Every sunset I whisper your name, in the hopes that my soul you'll reclaim. Yet here I ride forever astray, in the twilight of memories that won't fade away. Underneath the ragged oaks, where the scarlet sun dips low, I found her scarf, a whisper of her lavender and rose. Beside the creek where we first kissed, the water's song now slow. It murmurs tales of the girl I loved in a time lost to the shadows. Saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. The porch swing sways, a silent ghost. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads that knew our names, now overgrown with stone. The bed of blooms we once tended, wild winds have overthrown. In the fields of our promises, only dust and whispers moan. The saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. So I ride through the amber fade of every twilight spent, searching horizons for a sign, chasing what she meant. But every passing ridge I cross just deepens the in my saddle, in every trail I've been. The saddle burns and sunset turns. I roam where rivers flow. Their courses change much like the heart in lands that time forgot. Maybe trails end, maybe souls mend in the dust of rodeo, but her memory rides beside me forever in each trial. Underneath the starlit sky, where dreams and rivers meet, I whisper to the winds of west her name, soft and sweet.
In the shadow of the oak by the old wooden gate, where the sunset paints gold on her hair, we carved our names young and unafraid in the heart of a world without care. The breeze whispers secrets like a ghost in the night, under stars that now seem too far to reclaim. Every whisper of the wind, a memory of light, and the flame of what was just an ember remains. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come down on the road where her laughter used to lay. Each drop's a tear from the clouds of my frown as the dust turns to mud where we once lay. Morning sky, tell me why do these winds still call out her name? Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads wind empty, leading nowhere. That oak tree stands witness to the dreams we spun, its leaves now falling like the tears I shun. Where once was the warmth of her hand in mine, now just the cold grip of the passing time. The scarf she left, the token of her past, on the saddle lies faded as nothing can last. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come down on the trails where we walk now overgrown. Each drop's a tear, and in their mirror I drown, searching for a shadow in the twilight throne. Morning sky, tell me why does this heart beat alone? Is it a curse or a blessing, the solitude I wear? A badge of the lost, or just a cross I bear? In every setting sun and rising moon, I find her smile in the night's soft croon. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come cold, washing away the tracks we once rode. But her whispers still linger in the breezy sigh under the morning sky, where my heart lies. Oh morning sky, until I die I'll walk these lands with her by my side.
Found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest. That scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by land, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzard storms and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you. You said it scratched, you said it itched, but wore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped round your neck, fighting the bolt. Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scare. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado, you left me warm. The scarf still smells like you. They asked if I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show. The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunset's blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due, then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars too few. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wildflowers hide, I found an old scarf, blue as a prairie sky. Beneath the whispering leaves of time, there's a ranch house stood by the crumbling line. Each board and nail soaked in sun holds a tale of two hearts that beat as one. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, the embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. Years rolled like dust down an endless track. Love slipped through fingers, ain't coming back. The saddle sits dusty, the bridle hangs loose on a fence post, weathered by use and abuse. The rain falls like tears on the lonely ground in this quiet town where hope's barely found. That ranch burns
of a love that died. And the old porch swing sways with no one to see. Just shadows of you, shadows of me. By the light of the fire I see it clear. All that's lost, all I held dear. A whisper in the ashes, a dance in the flame. Nothing but silence to carry my name. So let that ranch burn, Lord, under starlit skies. Let it cleanse my soul, let it dry my eyes. As the flames reach high, touching night so deep, in the heart of the fire I'll finally sleep. An old porch swing sways with no one to see. Just shadows of you fading from me.
The old split rail where the creek bends and sighs, I first saw her smiling neath the vast prairie skies. We carved our names into the oak so wild and free. Underneath that summer sun, silence watched me. Oh, silence watched me leave through fields of golden yore. Her scarf caught on the breeze. Every whispered wind, every rustle in the leaves, echoes of what we had. Silence watched me leave. Years flew like dust devils across those old gravel roads. Our cabin stood empty where once love abode. Winter claimed the porch swing where we dream above the fray. Rain washed away the trails where we once lost our way. Silence watched me leave past shadows growing dim, missing her laughter in the twilight hymn. The cold grip of the night, the longing at the sea. She's a ghost in my heart. Silence watched me leave. A lone coyote calls to a moon so out of reach. In this silent symphony, my soul finds its speech. So silence watched me leave, and it watches still, as I roam these wild lands against my heart's own will. But every sunset burns where a love once wove its weave in the quiet of the night. Silence watched me leave in the quiet of my life. Oh, silence watched me leave.
Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill. The rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back to yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers. Out where the sagebrush paints shadows on the ground, your scarf flew with the wild winds, there it found. Beneath the old oak tree, where our names were carved, the land whispers secrets of two hearts starved. That scarf in the wind, like your love, slipped through my fingers, wandering lonely trails where your sweet scent lingers. The sunset bleeds like my heart when I think of you. Every dusty path leads back, but we're through. Now the oak tree's grown, your name's still there, but the porch is silent, no footsteps to share. Gravel roads stretch out like the years that passed. Your empty cabin, shadows now cast. That scarf in the wind, like your love, slipped through my fingers, wandering lonely trails where your sweet scent lingers. The sunset bleeds like my heart when I think of you. Every dusty path leads back, but we're through. In the quiet town, I hear the echoes of your laughter. Each corner turned, I
only memories that forever sway. That scarf in the wind, like your love slipped through my fingers, drifting past old frontiers where a wild heart lingers. The sunset knows my silent pain without you near. In every setting sun, in every falling tear, as the night draws in and stars start to twinkle, my heart holds the love that once made it wrinkle. And like that scar flying high, lost in the blue, I walk these lands alone, forever loving you.
Out where the oak trees whisper low, under skies so vast and gray, I rode past a old yellow cabin where the winds of time sway. A scarf you left on the porch swing, faded now like old dreams, dances with the prairie dust in the sunlight's dying beams. A long ride forgot where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. Gravel roads to quiet towns where our names were softly spoken, now where the emptiness of days' promises bent and broken. Saddles worn and hearts torn in the shadows of our plight. The fire we had by the river's bend, now nothing but cold white light. A long ride forgot where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. And in the silence neath the stars I find no solace, only scars. Your memory, a haunting tune, plays on as fades the crescent moon. No brighter dawn, this cowboy knows just past where the cold wind blows. A long ride forgot, yet I ride forth with your ghost beside my flame, across the mountains through the mist where they still whisper your name. And maybe in another life, down another dusty track, I'll turn and see you once again, no more looking back. A long ride forgot, but your soul's forever here, etched upon the wild lands we once held dear. Just past the creek where the cottonwoods grow, that old felt hat tied down, shielding sorrow. It watched over me on your porch made of pine, as we traded sweet whispers, your hand holding mine. In that quiet little town where time moves slow, under the shade of oaks where wild rivers flow, your scarf in the wind like a captured blue flame. I left my heart there, and nothing's been the same. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. Now the cabin stands empty where we once lay. The laughter we shared now echoes fade away. Gravel roads stretch under mournful moon's glow, leading nowhere, just shadows of what I used to know. Those wild lands hold memories, each stone and each tree, but the soul of the prairie, it just ain't the same without thee. Your picture, a faded token in the pocket of my vest, riding solo bunny sunsets in search of some rest. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. There's a silence in the prairies, a whisper through the grass, speaking of what was and what can never come to pass. I've learned that some loves are like the wildflowers of spring, vivid and brief, a fleeting, beautiful thing. So that hat tied down, heavy now with years, sagged under the weight of my unspoken fears. But each sunset that bleeds into the edge of the night is a reminder of love once burning so bright. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, I'll keep riding these trails until my own sunset dies, carrying memories under skies vast and dawn, always moving away, forever unable to come home. Out where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers across the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds, and the fire's still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever dawned, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle, paths have changed, now let's travel. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails, dusk to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone the dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever doomed, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts. Now the rains trace old trails like tears on my face, each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild, like the mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning, my heart's a campfire forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind in the wild yonder, where our dreams are thin. Here by the wheel I stand, I haunt with the quiet whispers the wagon wheel taunts. In the silence there's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy, his memories, and the wagon wheel haunts. In the shadow of an old oak tree, a saddle lays worn and free. It rests where once you rode beside, through amber fields so wide. Our laughs caught on the prairie wind in that quiet town where our dreams have been. But now the porch creaks lone and thin, echoes of you on the wind again. A saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you go when the love ran dry underneath that big yawning sky? Saddle forgot, and my heart just knows you're a whispering ghost on the path that grows. Where we once lay, not just tracks that fade away. The cabin stands but the light's gone dim, an empty shell like the state I'm in. No laughter in the rafters, no warmth in the fire, just the cold hard echo of an unmet desire. The scarf you left, it's frayed and worn, like the love we had, now tattered and torn. Oh, saddle forgotten, love lost to the breeze, dance with the dust and the autumn leaves. Where did you roam when the skies turned gray with the setting sun? You just slipped away. Saddle forgot, and the tears just flow down the creeks of memories I'm scared to follow. If time is a healer, why's the pain so raw? With every sunset you I draw, in the whispers of the aspen, in the moan of the pines, I search for a sign in these broken lines. Oh, saddle forgot, my lone companion of old, carry these stories untold, so untold. May the wind be your keeper, the earth hold you tight, as I wander on through this endless night. Saddle forgot, let the rivers run until my days are done, till they're all done. In the fading light, you were always there, just a silhouette in the evening